Alright, for anybody interested, I know nobody's joined yet. I was just back here walking around my little forest over here, looking to see what is fallen off the trees already, what's already dropping. And my persimmons tree has already probably dropped about close to half of its fruit, but something's already been eating it. Like something's been out here eating the persimmons fruit as quick as it falls off the tree. The oaks are all dropping their acorns. Did find some hazelnuts on the ground, but most of them look like they were last year's hazelnuts still on the ground. So anyways, I am going to check a couple other trees that I wasn't just at. And I brought a bucket this time. Instead of just getting a handful of acorns, I'm going to try and get a bucket full of acorns. And it's nice out here. Look around this tree real quick. There's so many cedars around this one, it's going to be hard to get in there and gather anything that's in under the cedars. These are, I don't know how well you can see them on the ground there. There are a bunch of really tiny acorns. But I'll get in and gather a few of those. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Just in this one spot, there's probably 40 acorns. Oh, but they're tiny. There's definitely other spots with bigger acorns. But might as well gather a few of these and then we'll move over to a new spot. Different tree. But yeah, I don't know how well you can see that. That's not a big acorn by any means. They're small, but there's a lot of them. A whole bunch of them right here. Okay. Yep. Yeah, lots of acorns here, but like I said, they're small. Got a little bit in the bottom of the bucket there. I'll try and find another spot. There's more right here off of the same tree, but these ones seem to be a little bigger. Or, I don't know. I don't know if they're bigger or not, but I'll gather up some of these. Oh, there's an orange on the bottom of it. Yeah, I bet there's a bunch underneath these cedar trees, but I'm not crawling under there to get them. I know we had some ponderosa, or not ponderosa, but some pinyon pines around here. Love to be collecting some pine nuts. Alright, I gathered a few more from that spot. Just gathering acorns right now. There's a few more at that spot, but anyways, I'm gonna walk over here. There's a red oak, or I'm sorry, a big white oak tree. Hopefully it stays connected. Hello. Yeah, somebody's actually watching, huh? Yeah, I don't know how well you can see it, but right in front of us there's a big white oak. And that one usually has good size acorns. I'm gonna go try it. Yeah, when I was back here a little bit ago, before I brought the bucket, I was noticing one of the hazelnut trees has a bunch of hazelnuts, and they're good size this year. So. Okay. Yeah, that big tree in front of us is the one I'm headed to, but Got to go over here along the fence line and I can get up underneath the tree. Or under the canopy of the tree anyways. Yeah, so there's the trunk of the tree. Let's see. Looking under some of these lower branches, I don't think this one's dropped its acorns yet. Oh, camera turned. I don't see very many acorns under this one yet. Look around another minute and see if I can see any. Last year this one's the acorns off of this tree were about a half an inch diameter and about 3/4 of an inch long. Alright, well, this tree's kind of a bust this year. Oh, I don't even see acorns on the tree. It might not have produced any this year. Yeah, just looking up into the canopy of the tree, I don't even see any acorns on the tree. Last year this one produced a bunch. This year I'm not seeing any. All right. A couple more trees back this way that I know have a bunch of acorns around them. So I'm back there picking some up. Oh, wow, this grew quick. A year and a half ago I cut this down to just the stump because it was kind of in the way of the fence line. And it's already grown about 7 feet in a year and a half. It's 2 rows basically for that tree. Get about 7 feet tall. Okay, and juniper berries all over that one. Or cedar berries, whatever. Let's check one of. Let's check this. Acorns or anything on the ground under it. No. We got just this tree, which is not very big, but right behind it there's 3 other much bigger trees. That one seems to be a bust. Look right over here, this area where the tall grass is. This is one of the spots where the horses will stand and poop, and then they won't eat where they poop. The grass grows really good there because the horses won't eat it. And if I had cows back here with them, the cows would eat the grass there, but the horses. All right. Back in this area, I did a video earlier in the year of cutting down a big dead tree. Turn the camera a little. That stump that's about head height right back there, I cut it down. I didn't want to cut it any lower because it was a dead tree we had already been shooting. And so I didn't want a chance getting hitting a bullet with the chainsaw. So I cut it up high and left it for a stump to shoot at. All right. Well, here's acorns on the ground right here. So I'll pick some of these up. They're not big. That one's chewed up already by bugs, but I'm not picking these up for me to eat. I am picking these up for the new pigs that we just got today to eat. So. Yep. Spider crawling out from under me too. All right. Well, there's a few more over here. That one's a good size acorn right there. Not huge, but a good size. A lot of these are already eaten by bugs. So these may be last year's that just didn't get consumed by anything. Well, there's some of this year's in here too. There's some fresh ones. A couple of them fell. Not very many, but see a few of them. All right, let's move on. Let's see how this. See how this tree over here looks. Okay. Last year's, but some things nuts. But the pigs will still eat the shells for the nuts. So might as well throw them in there too. Not bad. Huh. Not seeing much right around here. Yeah, here's a better look at this tree. And you see the bark all split off at the bottom is mainly because it was already dead, but also a lot of bullet holes in that tree. And then I cut it down up here. It's a little, well, let me set the camera back here. You see the top of the tree? Yeah. I stand next to it. I cut it down about the same height as my head. And that tree, the tree landed down that way. It was a big tree, but it was just a standing dead tree. I thought it would be good for firewood, but when I cut it down and started cutting it up, it was full of termites and beetles. So I just left it and didn't bother with it for firewood. All right. Let's take a look around this tree. Oh, there's some good sized acorns. Oh, those are last year's. This tree's not even dropping its acorns yet, it looks like. All right. Well, across this gully. How's the video quality? Video quality okay, or is it pretty bad? Oh, here we go. There's an acorn from this year. Yeah, right down here in the bottom of this wash. See if I can get this tripod to stand up here. Oh, it's leaning, but whatever. That's nice. Lots of decent sized acorns here under the leaves. Here, there's another one. Okay, all over this ravine, huh? This is kind of a nice spot. Everything's just collecting right here. I'm gonna walk down the ravine a little further. There's another one there. Okay. Let me step over this down branch. Okay. Oh, look. Leaves fell with acorns on them. I'll just throw all that in there. And on this side, there's more. Oh, now it's getting into some pig tracks. Looks like the wild pigs have been here eating some of the acorns. And some deer have been walking through here. Looks like there was deer here when the ground was wet, so it rained just over 2 weeks ago. So there's been a deer walking through here in the last 2 weeks. Probably 10 or 11 days ago. This one must have just dropped. It's still green. That acorn's still green. I'll walk this way a little bit. Spider. That thing. Stuck my hand right down by a big spider. Alright. Yeah, got a few. Not a lot, but a few. Follow it this way a little more. Oh, almost got my face in a branch there. All right. Nice. The size of that acorn. That one's probably the biggest one I've found so far. Set this back up here a little bit. Right down in the bottom here. Oh, I just saw some. Okay, little ones. Yeah, I think all the wild pigs get in here and eat these acorns too. also kneeling down in a nest of spiders. All right. Well, I'm not gonna follow the ravine and see what we can find. At some point, I would like to dam up a small section of this ravine and have it hold water. Just dam it up enough to hold enough water to last between. It's all a mess right through here. There's more acorns on the ground right here. A couple more anyways. That looks good. That's an empty one. Yeah. Oh, there's the bucket on top of one. That's a decent sized one. Not sure when this tree fell in here, but it's pretty rotten, so it's been here a while. How am I getting past it? That's the question. Let me collapse the tripod and try and get right through there. Looks like deer or something have gone this way before. Oh, I'm getting tangled up in these vines though. Oh, this is no fun. Huh. What's that? Yep, I'm gonna have to haul back out the way I came. These vines going forward are too thick. Okay. Climb over it this way and stay in the ravine. Let's see. That tree's got not much holding it up anymore. Problem with a lot of these trees along the ravine is the roots are washing out from under them. Oh, that's a bottle. Okay. Huh, it's broken on the top. Very well. Oh, I'm gonna climb up right here. Oh, there's my horses. Probably looking at me like I'm stupid. Walking through this area where there's hardly any room to walk. Right, there's more acorns. Yeah. Yeah. Not a lot, but there's a few more acorns right in here. I think I'll set the bucket on some. I'm definitely not going to fill a bucket today, but I'll get some. Okay, here's some better acorns. Here's acorn right there. I remember this one was probably coming from that tree right there, right at the edge of the canopy of it. So that's probably the tree that's producing all these big acorns right here. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Like I said, a lot of these are chewed up last year's acorns, but some of them are this year's. All right. Walk around and try and find some more. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to just get out here, even if I'm not really doing much, just walking around the forest and out. It's kind of nice. It looks like I'm seeing a lot more empty holes of the acorns. So it looks like something has already been going through here and collecting, you know, like squirrels and other things collecting the acorns. I'm seeing a lot more that are like, I'm seeing a lot more like that than I'm seeing like this. Well, I'm gonna keep walking around. Like I said, there were definitely some acorns right in this area. Picked up several. Really enough to wanna, I don't know. You know, they're here. They're just scattered. It might be better in a couple of weeks. It might drop a lot more. I think it's just right at the beginning of them dropping acorns for this year. Yeah, there's a couple good ones. Almost grabbed a spider. There have been a lot of spiders in these leaves. A couple more decent acorns. I'm gonna figure out how to cross. I think I can cross through this little gully over here. I'll isolate a path. I gotta go this way and get on this trail that the horses have made through here. Yeah, I can get around that area without getting scraped up too bad. And here's a few acorns. Oh, these are old acorns. Okay. Something started chewing on that one. I didn't get the meat out of the middle of it, so we'll leave that for the pigs. It looks like the horses go right through there, so yeah. Set it down right here for a second. That tree is still alive, but it's not doing that great. Top of it's died off. Anyways, that tree needs to come down for firewood eventually. It is a big old tree though, and I've cut down a lot of trees about half that size. Maybe one that was close to that size, but if I cut that one down, or when I cut that one down, it'll be the biggest tree I've ever cut down. All right, so I knew this branch fell off of the white oak branch. So And it is got a bunch of acorns on it still. I'm breaking those off of the branch that fell off. Yeah, I'm gonna go around this and collect the acorns off of this branch. These ones are all good. Some more acorns right there. I just saw some over here. Look, if I walk around here and I don't see them. Oh, there's a couple. Right there. Oh well. I got several more acorns off of this. Let's see how these trees are for acorns. Actually, I think I'm going to walk over by the persimmons tree and see what we can get from there. I know that's not a lot of food for the pigs. I'm just getting them a snack, I guess. I was kind of seeing what they'll eat and what they won't eat, really. Looking at that branch that fell and some of the trees, it looks like, you know, it's a little early for all the acorns, or for most of them. Fresh deer tracks. All right. All right, so here's the persimmons. There's a couple on the ground right here. They are mushy. Should have had a separate bucket, but I'm just dumping all of this to the pigs. So, anyways, this tree right here is the persimmons tree. Not okay. So you get the cedar over there, cedar branches from that one coming in front of it, but this tree right up the middle here is the persimmons. Let me step back a little bit. I'll be able to see it better. If we walk back here and look up, don't know how well you can see it, but the top of that tree is loaded with persimmons. So I think if I shake that tree, actually what I really need to do is come back here with a chainsaw and cut this cedar down that's right here next to it. That would open up the ground a lot for getting in there to pick up the persimmons. If I cut that, because this cedar here, it's not going to really be good for much other than just burning it, because it goes up with a decent trunk to about 6 feet high, and then it just splits in a whole bunch of different directions. So it's not really good for a fence post. It's not good for much of anything. What I'm after is just these, the persimmons. Another one right there. 4. That one's all chewed up already. Yeah, I can't shake that. That was another persimmon tree right here, huh? Yeah. Huh. Yeah, alright, that's broken. Anyways, that was another persimmons tree. You can tell by the bark. It's got that like tire tread looking bark. Yeah, I need to get these cedars cut down away from it and give this persimmons some room to grow. Well, I didn't make it over where the hazelnuts were, but the sun has already set. It is starting to cool off. It's not quite dark yet, but yeah, that persimmon is all dried out. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just take this bucket of stuff to the pigs, give it to them, and I don't know, maybe I'll pick something else up on the way back there. Yeah, just noticed that. Little burrow or something underneath the fence there. Literally directly under that fence post, something burrowed under it. Yeah, I've looked around. I've seen some deer tracks. Most of them, the one bigger set of deer tracks looked like it was almost 2 weeks old. It was done while the ground was wet, so that would have been just after the rain a couple weeks ago. And then I saw another set. It was 2 sets of tracks. It looked like a doe and a fawn. I haven't seen any actual deer or any other critters other than the horses. Horses are in the trees up back that way a little bit. But yeah, that's what I ended up. Not a lot. Well, I think there's 5 persimmons and I don't know, a couple of quart jar with acorns, but we're just giving them to the pigs. So. I don't even see any under that tree. In the tree. Oh. Let's see if we can see this without. Not real well. There's a spider right there. I was trying to show on the camera. Definitely need to get in and thin this forest some. There's so much small stuff in here. Not a lot of big stuff. A few big trees for sure, but a lot of small ones. Oh, there's also a really big red oak around it. It's right on the other side of that little ravine. The other side of all these pump jacks. But well, not sure what kind of tree that is. I don't see any kind of nuts or anything on it though. Yeah, so earlier this year I went through this area and cut down a bunch of what's it called? Cut down a bunch of little scrubby trees, trying to keep this area open for grazing for the horses. Weeds grew back up around it pretty thick, and these little trees grew up kind of scrubby. Purposely left this one oak tree right here, cut down everything else around it. I'm sorry, it's so grainy. There's probably just bad reception back here. Anyways, see, the grass in this area is pretty good, but the horses won't eat it because it's one of the spots they poop a bunch. All right, it reconnected. Ouch. Stepped up, flung up and got me. All right, well, I am gonna drive the Jeep back over by the pigs and get them this. I need to tripod's gonna ride in the bucket. hanging out the window. There we go. Go right through that area. Yeah, a little blackberry patch right there produced almost nothing this year. I think I got 2 berries off of it. Leave the Jeep right there for a bit. I'll walk over here and we'll check on the pigs and dump a bucket of goodies to them. Looks like the sheep see me, might be following me back in here. It's time for them to come back in here anyways. I don't know if you can see them over there. I don't know if the goats are back in here or not, but oh no, they're not. Okay, I see one of the pigs and the male goat. Here and a little bit earlier. That area, they've not very good reception right here, huh? It's cutting out quite a bit. Here. Oh, that's grainy. That's zoomed in too far. That's better. Trying to get the tripod set up, and then I'm going to dump this bucket of acorns and stuff to them. There's the pigs. Oh. Come on. All right. Oh, I had the camera turned a little wrong. Anyway, so just dump the persimmons and the acorns and everything right there. The bucket's empty now. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to leave the camera there, but I'm going to walk away and see if the pigs come up and check it out. Well, I stepped closer and the pigs backed up. But they were eating the acorns and persimmons. It looks like they ate up all the persimmons first, and then the acorns. And I don't know if the camera's even picking it up anymore, but there's a few acorns on the ground left there. One persimmons that I can see. And the pigs have moved on. They're right there now. Anyways, we'll take a quick look at the sheep. And I mean, you can see the goats right there in the background. All right, let's go look at the sheep, and then I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. It's getting kind of dark. The sun has already set. The sheep have been out in the yard grazing all day, so they're fat and happy right now. We might not even be able to see them with how bright the sunset is and how dark the ground is. But yeah, maybe if I come around this way. All the female sheep are laying down, fat and happy. And of course the ram standing up there. But, all right, they're all chewing their cud. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Thanks everybody for watching.